All right. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Sarah Casper, and I am a government records archivist for the South Dakota State Archives. And thank you for joining me for our last regular online office hours session. We started these sessions in April to keep in touch with our researchers while the research room was closed. And the research room just reopened on Monday. So, as you can see, I am back at work. I'm actually hiding away in the library here at the archives. And all of the rest of the archive staff are working full time from the office as well. So we're back mostly to normal, not entirely, but at least sort of this new normal. I think that we'll be adjusting to for the next several months. So we do have some new policies and procedures in place to protect our researchers, our staff, and our collections. And today I'm going to go through those with you so you know what to expect when you're planning your research visit. You can find all of the information that I'll be sharing with you on our website. I think I posted a link in the description of the video, so you should be able to go there to check it out. And as always, if you have questions as we go along, feel free to enter them into the comments or the chat. I would be happy to answer them, and I will definitely do my best. So I guess we'll go ahead and get started. So first, probably the biggest change is that we're open by appointment only now. We want to make sure that we don't exceed the number of people who can safely social distance in our research room. So you'll want to call or email our reference desk to make an appointment. If you plan to bring your partner or another research assistant along, please let us know so we can account for them. They're welcome to join you, but we do need to know for our number totals. So now appointments will be scheduled in 2 3-hour long blocks. So there's one in the morning from 9 to noon, and then there's another in the afternoon from 1:30 to 4:30. Those two blocks you can have up to we can have up to 6 researchers in each of those blocks. So it's really just a matter of reserving your space in a particular session. Now the research room will be closed from noon to 1:30 every day. So if you're in that morning block and when you called to make your appointment, you said, no, I really need to be here all day to do research, and we put your name in for both blocks, you will still need to exit the research room for that hour and a half. That's to give us a chance to clean and prepare for that afternoon block of researchers. So that is another change from what we used to do in the research room. So when you make an appointment, another thing you'll need to do is to tell us exactly which collections you need to view ahead of time. That's so we can have them pulled and waiting for you in the research room. And it'll help us just prepare for your visit. Now, you do have to be very specific. So we're talking microfilm roll numbers, box numbers, call numbers for books in the library. This just helps us prepare and will help you make the most of your time because the materials will be waiting for you. You can find a lot of this information in our online indexes, our library catalog, and an archive space, which is sort of our online catalog for collections. If you don't know what archive space is and you want to find out more, I did a video on it, not last week, but the week before, so you can check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. And I think there's actually a link to it on the researcher page as well, so you can check that out. It'll give you just sort of like a brief overview and some tips for how to use it. You can also contact us. We've always done this for researchers, and we're happy to continue to do so. Send us an email, give us a call, let us know what you're researching, and ask for potential resources, and we will send you a list of everything that you could possibly want on a topic. Sometimes you can find things that we don't know are relevant for your topic, so it's still worthwhile for you to give it a try searching through some of our indexes and things as well. But if you're struggling or need some assistance, then we would be happy to help you with that. So, second, we've updated our research room rules to include some COVID-19 precautions to protect our visitors and materials. So whether you're a new or returning visitor, you will be asked to fill out our researcher registration form. It's available on the website, and we ask that you fill it out, sign it, and email it back to us in advance of your appointment. It's a legal signature that indicates your agreement to comply with the rules, so you'll need to print the page out, sign it with a pen, and then scan it or take a photo with your phone and send that image to us. If you're unable to do so for whatever reason, you can mail us the completed form, especially if there's plenty of time before your appointment, or you can bring it with you to your appointment. We're trying to avoid that as much as possible, just because we don't want more we don't want an exchange of paper materials, especially forms and things between us and you as the visitor. We just want to minimize that as much as possible. So if we can do it in advance, that's great. It means everything's set up, and all of the time that you'll spend here for your appointment will be devoted to research, which is what we want. So you can also, if you want to use a digital camera during your visit to take photos of documents or whatever, you can also submit our digital camera use form prior to your appointment. We charge a fee for that. It's $15 per day, but you can take an unlimited number of images, which might be a good option for you, especially if you might be expecting to make a lot of photocopies when the alternative is making a lot of photocopies. Our photocopies are 25 cents per page, and from the microfilm readers, they're $1 per page for printouts. So, I mean, you guys can do the math and figure out if that's something that you want to do or not. But if you do, that's another form that you can submit in advance. That would be just help prepare for your visit. Really maximize the amount of time you can spend researching during your appointment. So, day of the appointment, you park, come into the lobby of the Cultural Heritage Center, and you will immediately be greeted by a station just inside the door. And it's sort of a check-in station. So you can record your name. They'll ask your temperature. So you can there's a thermometer there that you can use to take your temperature, or you can do it at home and then just, write down the total when you get to the Cultural Heritage Center. That works as well. So this log is really important because it helps us determine who might have been exposed if one of our visitors or staff tests positive for COVID. So it's important. It might be kind of a pain, but hopefully everyone, it's pretty standard nowadays, so you'll be kind of used to it. If you're feeling sick or you have a cough or fever, please stay home. We can easily reschedule your appointment, and we would be happy to do so. So we want you well and healthy here at the archives. So when you arrive for your appointment, you'll check in at that front desk. What you'll want to do is go into the restroom and wash your hands with soap and water. Our hand sanitizer has been shown to actually cause degradation to archival documents in particular. So we ask that you not use hand sanitizer before you use documents. So if you just wash with soap and water first, that would be preferred. Yeah, so Caitlin, you can definitely bring your own hand sanitizer, but just wait to use it until you're leaving the archives for the day. That would be great. So, yeah, so wash your hands. You'll come up to the archives door. The door will be locked. This is not because we want to be unfriendly in any sort of way. It's just that we want to discourage unannounced visitors. Again, we don't want to exceed that maximum number of people that can be in the research room at any given time. So we don't want people just sort of randomly stopping by for a chat or anything like that. So don't worry, we'll see you. The archive staff will come and open the door for you. So we definitely want you to come in and do research. It's just that you'll have to wait for a second at the door until we can come get you. So you'll enter in the archives door. Immediately to your right are a set of lockers. You'll be asked to store any belongings that aren't required for note-taking in the lockers. I think our repeat visitors are used to that because we have always had to do it. But if you're new, that is still something that we do require. So, yes, so all of our staff members will be wearing masks. And while visitors are not required to do so, we do encourage you to wear a mask. People from all across the state, as well as across the country, come and visit our research room, so it's really worth that extra precaution. The research room only has one public computer available at the moment. That's, again, has to do with distancing. We used to have two, but they're so close together that really only one person can use it at a time without violating the 6 foot barrier. um, so if you we have the one public computer available. You can access the internet, the library edition of Ancestry, and all sorts of things from that computer. But if you're anticipating using our online indexes a lot, or if you want access to your personal Ancestry account, you may want to bring your own laptop or tablet. There's free Wi-Fi in the research room that you can take advantage of. We would be happy to show you how to do that. We've also got scratch paper and some clean pencils that'll be available to you for note taking. So you're welcome to take advantage of those. So you're all checked in, all of your bags are put away. The materials you requested will be on a cart next to your assigned table. So this is really great. You can just walk right in, get sat down at the table. We'll show you where to go and start researching. So we do want to remind you that archival materials are unique, fragile, and in a lot of cases irreplaceable. So please handle them with care and obey any special instructions that are given to you by the archive staff. An example might be photographs. We usually ask people to wear white cotton gloves. That's just to keep finger oils and things from getting on the actual photographs, and it just makes them last longer. So there are lots of special handling things like that that come into play. And so yeah, just if you pay attention to the archive staff, we'll let you know if there's anything that special that you need to do. If you need photocopies, let a staff member know, and we can make those for you. We do have some materials in the research room. In the past, you've been able to sort of just like with newspaper microfilm, you could kind of go and pull a reel of newspaper microfilm and look at it. Now we are asking that you not do that. Archive staff will be pulling all materials and bringing them to researchers. That's partly just so that we know exactly what's been touched, so we know what we need to clean and keep what we need to clean in order to keep our room safe. So so that's another reason why we're asking you to request materials in advance, so we can just be really prepared. So when you're finished researching, all you have to do is return your items to the cart. If you've got microfilm, there's like a basket that you can place the used microfilm rolls in. And then you'll go up to the reference desk, pay for any photocopies that you may have accrued. We ask that if you can, you use a credit card, just because that's an easier process for us to, again, there's less exchange of paper items between us, like as there would be with cash or something. But if you need to pay with cash, we certainly will accept that. We just encourage you to use a credit or debit card if you can. Then you'll retrieve your belongings and depart. So that's pretty much how a visit to the research room will work moving forward here at the archives for the foreseeable future. The safety of our researchers and our collections is our top priority, and so we thank you in advance for your patience. There may be adjustments to these rules and procedures as the situation changes, and we'll definitely update our researcher website if that happens. We'll also let you know here on social media. So if you haven't already, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We're at ST Archives. We'll keep you up to date on all the happenings here at the archives. And you can see our previous office hours on our YouTube channel. So that should be good as well. So now I went through a lot of rules pretty quickly there. So if there are any other questions about what may or may not be allowed in the research room now, or if you're concerned about anything, now would be a great time to let me know. You can go ahead and type it in the comments. And yes. Now, as I said at the beginning of the stream, this is our last regular session of the online office hours. We probably will do some sessions for special events or like hot topics moving forward. So if you have anything you'd like us to cover, please send us a message or an email, and we'll definitely consider it. So. Ah, yes, people looking to make donations. That's an excellent thing that I forgot to mention. Thank you, Matthew. Um, if you are looking to make a donation, those folks, we still ask that you call ahead and make an appointment. You should be able to get a hold of Matthew. We'll probably arrange some sort of a drop off in the lobby of the Cultural Heritage Center or possibly using our education room. But again, we don't want people just sort of dropping by unannounced and leaving their materials here. We really want to know who's coming and when so that we can prepare for them. So yes, please contact Matthew ahead of time if you have items that you would like to donate. It's always a good idea. It's even more important now. Yes. Okay. There any other questions from folks? Well, I mean, that's great. That means this will be like go on record as our shortest archives office hours ever, I think. Which might be a good thing if we point people to this video in the future to sort of help explain some of the rules. But um, in that case, I guess I just want to thank you all for tuning in this week and actually with all of our office hours. Um, we've really enjoyed being able to reach out to you with these sort of sessions, and it's been a lot of fun for us. So yeah, honestly, that would be a really great session idea, Caitlin. Just sort of like how to do basic sort of one research 101, how to do research in the archives. That may be something that we do as that would be a great sort of special session. So yeah, we'll definitely consider that and think about it. See if there's a way we can do it. Maybe that might be a really great one for Archives Month. So, well, yeah, we'll definitely think on that. Anyway, like I said, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all stay safe and healthy, and that we see you in our research room soon. So, thank you and have a wonderful day.